I'm going to show you how to set up a color wheel using a protractor and compass. The first thing I'm going to do is divide my paper evenly in half, and on an 8.5 by 11 inch piece of paper, that's 4¼ inches from the edge of the paper, which I measured in a couple of places, marked, and then connected the dots. So I've got that neat bisecting line. And then I'm going to remember that I want the yellow in the color wheel at the top, and I want that split right up here. You take a circle, which is 360 degrees, and you divide by 12, because there's going to be 12 sections in the color wheel. You're going to end up with 30-degree angles for your divisions. I'm going to measure from the top of the paper down to 5 inches, and that's where I'm going to place the center little dot of the protractor, and make sure it's lined up with the center line right here at 90. And I'm going to have to count 15 degrees on either side of the 90 mark. Each one of these little blocks is 5 degrees. So here's 5, 10, 15. And on the other side, 5, 10, 15. And that is our first 30-degree marker. Now I can rotate my protractor if I line up that dot with the center hole and the 0-degree marker. Now I can just count 30 degrees, 60 degrees, 90, 120, 150, 180, then I can turn it again, lining up the dot and the 0 and 180 at our first original marks, and then start the process again at 30 degrees, 60 degrees, 90, 120, 150 is already there, and then 180 is already there, and I've got my little clock points. Now I'm going to start connecting dots. We're going to radiate out from that center point, and I'm going to connect these two dots, lining up 1, 2, 3 points here. And this is going to form the yellow chunk, and this is going to form the violet chunk. We want yellow at the top because it's the lightest of the base hues. We want purple at the bottom because it's the darkest. Now I'm going to connect the dots on all the others, lining up the center dot with each of the clock points. That's what I'm calling them, the clock points. Until we have the spokes of our wheel radiating out from the center. And I'm going to get rid of these lines here so I don't confuse myself too badly. And now it's time for the compass. Set your compass in the center point, and you're going to open the compass for as large as you'd like your color wheel to be. You're going to use that to draw the circle. And it looks like I need to extend these lines just a teeny bit further. This color wheel ended up being a little bit bigger than my lines allowed for. And we've got 2 more circles to draw, some smaller ones in the center here. This is where the neutral brown is going to end up going. Oops. Just click that down and fill in where I left off. And I'm going to put a space in between my inner circle and my outer circle. Yikes, looks like my compass came undone. That's okay, I'll just reset it. Ah, happened again. If that happens to you, just reset it. There, I've got my inner and outer circles. I'm gonna get rid of any unwanted lines. Might leave that one there so I know where I want to place the title. I'm gonna leave this one in place so I can put my color scales there. I can start making the measurements for the color scales to place here. I'm going to want those to be about 1 inch each. Start with a horizontal line there, but that's for another video. I'm going to erase the center. Maybe these marks as well. Do a full erase job on it after it's painted. Get rid of any of the unwanted pencil marks, but there is the template for your color wheel. When you go to make the color wheel, I find it extremely helpful to label yellow, yellow, orange, orange, red, red, orange. Oops. Yeah, that's why we label, because if we just went at it with the paint, I might have made a mistake there. Red, orange, red, red, violet, violet, blue, violet, blue, blue, green, green, and yellow, green. You always put the primary in front of whatever secondary when you're making the tertiary colors. But that is the setup.